Hi there, Pac-12 football guy here again. It is Tuesday, May 26th. I hope everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Certainly a different Memorial Day for most of us than we've had in quite some time. Our plans take us out of town every year for the past 15 years, and yesterday we were at home. We didn't go to any barbecues. It was kind of a quiet, reflective day, and that's okay. We did say our thanks to all the fallen heroes, all those men and women that have served in our military and given the ultimate sacrifice to protect our freedoms and allow us to worry whether there will be football this fall. It's kind of ridiculous when you think about it in the big scheme. So, if nothing else, today was a true Memorial Day where I think a lot of people were thankful for family and friends, and hopefully said a few kind words and prayers for all those that have served, both those that came home and those that didn't come home. Quick shout out to a few people that served in the military. Pat Tillman, Arizona State, stud player, played for the Cardinals NFL, left a huge contract on the table, enlisted in the Army, became an Army Ranger, and gave his life in Afghanistan. What a hero, and what an example, giving up an NFL career to serve his country. Cameron Warren was a major in the Army. Cameron served in World War II as a tank commander in the 66th Regiment. He was an absolute war hero that served just outside of Normandy. He came home, he raised a family, he started a successful business, and he lived a really rich life. Cameron is my wife's grandfather, and thanks, Cam, for your service. Number 3 is Jim Friel. Jim was a lieutenant, first lieutenant in the Army, served in Korea in the mid-50s. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate your service. Few quick corrections from a few posts ago. Number 1, Georgia Bulldogs. They play between the hedges, not behind the hedges. I'm a football nut. I knew that. I screwed it up and thought I should correct it. So sorry, Uga. It's between the hedges, although if you guys don't get your act together, you might be playing under the hedges. So something to think about. Secondly, Autzen Stadium, there's a beautiful footbridge that goes from the campus across a river. I called it the McKenzie River. That's 50 miles away. It's called the Willamette River. And it's a river that runs through Portland. I didn't think it went all the way to Eugene. So I learned something. Anyway, sorry, Duck fan. Good news on the football front. SEC, Big 12 schools are opening up practice facilities in a few weeks. Players are going to start reporting. Not sure if they're organized drills or not. But those university presidents are on board. They want to get their schools open. They want to get students back in classes. And most importantly, in those conferences, the governors of those states are behind it and working together to hopefully make that happen. West Coast is a little different, although there's signs that things are going in the right direction. Rumors are Oregon Ducks facilities will be open in a few weeks. I think for optional practices or optional training, which is great news. Most of Oregon is finally open. 32 out of 34 counties are open, which is wonderful. Unfortunately, the 2 counties where everyone lives are still closed, but they're starting to loosen, and hopefully next few weeks we'll be living a more normal life. The good news is, though, out in the Yamhill County, the winery's open. Resonance, great new winery up on a hill in Carlton. An old favorite, Hammacher Wine, winemaker studio, also in Yamhill County in Carlton. Great wines, and at least those of us that enjoy wine tasting have that back. So a little normalcy coming back, and hopefully much more in the days to come. I thought I'd do a quick silver linings. What are my personal silver linings in this horrible COVID world that we live in? And number 1 is family. My son's home early from college. Not ideal for him, not ideal for our dynamic, but Mom and Dad are stealing a few more precious days with both kids under our roof. We'll take it. My dad is 88, lives in San Diego. Haven't seen him in 7 months. I don't know when I'll be able to see him again. We talk or FaceTime every single day. We used to talk every week, 10 days. My sister lives in northern Italy. She has been on lockdown big time since mid-February. I haven't seen her in almost a year. We talk 3 times a week. We used to talk, twice, 3 times a month. So without a doubt closer to my sister and dad than I ever have been. And it took a global pandemic, but it's definitely a silver lining. Another one is zero traffic. There is not traffic, no traffic anywhere, anytime, wherever. It's wonderful. And it doesn't matter that we have nowhere to go. There's no traffic. Another one is sourdough bread makers. My wife is already an amazing cook, and she's added sourdough bread and sourdough bagels to her routine, and it is awesome. Another silver lining is we got a dog in February against Dad's wishes. But 90 days later, a global pandemic, and Finn is like an important part of the family. Love him. It's been great having a pet, and it's a nice surprise. Lastly, I think we're playing a ton of different board games, Monopoly, Sorry, the old standards. We played Yahtzee the other night. When was the last time anyone played Yahtzee? Maybe 10 years ago for us, but it was a blast. So those are some of my silver linings. I hope you find some in your daily life with your family. But let's stay safe. Let's take care of our neighbors. Let's be well, shoulder to shoulder, fight on.